keto. Keto. We ended on a high. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is early Sunday morning. Dave, Charlie and I are about to head out of the house and we're gonna go do our groceries. And you guys are coming with us because I wanna help answer the question once and for all. Is this keto?
We don't know.
We don't know. I get asked this question all the time about different products. I'll be asked, is X keto? And you just have to like insert a product here. It might be something like apples. Are apples keto? Is this brand of noodles keto? Is whatever keto? And there is a really simple way to figure out whether or not something is keto friendly or not. And we're gonna show you how.
Off we go.
While we're on the way to the supermarket, let's chat some things that are keto friendly and not keto friendly. And I'm gonna refer to things not as not keto or keto, sorry, Charlie's just doing his thing. I'm gonna call things keto friendly and less keto friendly. What do you think about it? Confusing?
There are some things that are very un-keto friendly. They're keto enemies.
Okay, when we say this, it's because if you're following keto strictly, and again, it's our belief that you don't have to follow keto strictly to reach your goals. So just get that clear. There's nothing secret about keto that makes it the one and only way to succeed with your weight loss or health goals. It's just one option that's out there. You could do strict keto, you could do lazy keto, which means that you're not really counting, but you're just trying to make conscious choices to eat things that are lower carb. It doesn't matter. Really what matters is that you're making healthy choices and that you're feeling good, because if you're feeling good and you're enjoying it, you'll stick with it, and it's that consistency that leads to the results that you want. Okay, so if you are following a strict keto diet, then it's likely that you'll be trying to eat either within no more than 20 grams, 25 grams, or maybe 30 at most net carbs per day. Now, every food item has some form of carbs in it. Well, most food items have some form of carbs in it, other than like zero carb things like cheese, cream, or beef mince, yeah, proteins. But even if you're having like a head of broccoli, there'll be like a small amount of carbs in it. We don't care about the amount of carbs that are in that kind of thing. But if you eat a head of broccoli or a potato, they each have a higher amount of, well, they each have a different amount of carbs. So you could still have something like potato, which isn't keto friendly, but it could fit into your day, because in the entire day, all you could eat is that potato. And then the rest of the day, the zero carb things that we mentioned, like beef mince. It would be a miserable day though, which is why we don't do it.
And you won't get to eat very much of it, because things like potato have a really high net carb content, so you're not going to get very good bang for buck out of potato, which is why if you're following strict keto, or if you even sort of are really conscious about it, you're not really going to go near it. But I suppose the point that Al is trying to make is that if you have like a tiny little amount of these things, then they can work and you don't have to beat yourself up about them.
Yeah.
About having it. We
personally try to avoid those things though, because like Dave said, it's bang for buck. I'll put on the screen 100 grams of broccoli versus 100 grams of potato, what the difference is in carbs, and you'll see, like, is it worth it? Plus, some of these foods, not so much potato probably, but things like if you're having like a small amount of lollies or like candy and it fits your day, that can also like unlock cravings to have more and more and more of those things. So this is like a little bit of like slippery territory, and everyone's going to have their own approach that works for them. It might be that you can fit these things into your diet, or it might be that you just need to make more keto friendly choices instead.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you keto friendly things, and also how to identify when you're looking at just like a food item, like, can this work in my diet? But we just got to the supermarket, we've parked. Charlie's freaking out because he hates being left in the car.
But he'll survive.
You'll be okay. We're off. You want to get up first?
Yeah.
I just want you to remember that if you are considering whether or not a product is keto friendly or not, follow the following steps. Turn the product over, look at the nutritional information. First, see how many serves you get per whatever it is in that packet. It might be 1 serve, it might be 2 serves. You just want to be mindful of how many carbs it is per serve. And then whatever the number is of the carbs, consider, does that fit into your day? Does it take me over my allocation for the day? If it does that, am I okay with going over my allocation for the day? Or is there a better choice? Always compare another product on the shelf just to make sure that you're picking the lowest carb item. If there are 2 items that are super similar in the amount of carbs that they have, they might be off by 1, maybe 2 or less grams, but the price is significantly different. Take that into consideration too. But that's really how you figure out whether or not something is keto friendly or not. These used to be Dave's favorite. This is for sure not keto.
You want to really limit this to 1 or 2 packs a day.
Okay, don't listen to Dave.
So for Oreos, 3 cookies is 20 grams of carbs. So that's your whole day's worth of carbs in about that much food.
Oh my gosh.
We would say that's not keto.
Not keto friendly and not worth it. Just remember as well, when you're looking at labels in New Zealand, the food labels that you see where it says carbs, our carbs that are shown are net carbs. It's just how our food regulations work. Whereas in America it will say carbohydrates and fiber, and you deduct the fiber from the carbohydrates to get the net carbs. But what you see here in New Zealand and Australia, that's your net carbs. Anyway, not keto friendly. Oh, I love megarang noodles.
Alright, so here we've got per pack 50 grams of carbs for a packet of 2-minute noodles. I don't know about you, but that doesn't fill me up.
So you could do like half of 1 pack and technically it could fit.
Half of 1 pack? Wow, so satisfied.
So satisfied.
That is not worth it.
So this is why we avoid these kinds of foods, not a bang for our buck. But we're heading into the produce section, which actually has so many keto friendly items, and this is where we spend a lot of our time. One question I get asked a lot about is apples and whether or not apples can fit into a keto diet. Answer, in my opinion, they can. I normally use the green Granny Smith apples in cooking because 1 apple is roughly, we looked it up, 20 to 21 grams of net carbs. It obviously depends on the size of the apple, which is why I personally weigh my apple and I know like exactly how many grams of apples going in. But you can thinly slice like a Granny Smith apple and put it in dishes and it gives such a nice flavour and it doesn't add very many carbs. So yes, you can still add these kinds of things in and make them fit. And finding a keto friendly sausage. So if you go to your butcher, you might have more selection of finding sausages that are made without fillers. They use kind of different flours and things to like add to them and sort of bulk them out. But normally at the supermarket, at the butchers, you can find some sausage items that are just like meat and spices and herbs. So whenever you're looking for sausage, you want to always find the food label, the nutritional information. You want to go down to the carbohydrates and see exactly how many carbs it is per serve and what is a serve. So this has 6 serves, so literally 1 sausage. If you count out how many sausages there are 6 sausages. So 1 of these sausages is going to be 7.5 carbs, which is not good. Looking at this, you might think it is keto friendly. This one, the country pork sausage, because I know this one is one that we've had. Again, 6 serves, so 1 sausage is only 1.3 grams of carbs.
Which one are you buying?
Way more keto friendly to go for this one. So just always compare the labels and check and see how many serves you get for that amount of carbs. In things like sausages as well, you will see like ingredients that are traditionally not considered to be keto friendly. There might be some wheat, there might be some soy. Unless you have a food allergy, having small amounts of those foods for the convenience of being able to buy something that's already made and is keto friendly, for me just outweighs it. So yeah, we don't stress about having those ingredients in our diet, but if you have an allergy or you want to avoid it for your own choice, that's totally fine, do that. Milk is another big question I get. Is this keto? Okay, here's my go-to for milk. You want to avoid this. Anything that says light on it, reduced fat, run away, because instead of the fat, it'll have sugar. So avoid green. Instead, what you want to be going for is, this is our favorite section. It's literally just cream. This is the highest fat option, and we love to put this into our coffees. If you want like a black tea and you want to make it a bit milkier, we add in a splash of cream.
Pies, are they keto?
Okay. Just ignore him. Okay, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. So the cream is my favorite. Otherwise, come over to the blue top or the highest fat milks, the highest fat option, and go for one of these. So if you're gonna go for this kind of milk, it's going to have higher carbs in it than it would if it was just cream. 11.8 grams of carbs per serve for 250 mils, but it's unlikely that you'll be having like a whole cup of milk. So you could definitely still fit like a splash of milk into your cream, into your coffees, sorry, or your teas. Or even better, if you can find a half and half, which is an even higher, fattier milk, and this is going to have lower carbs per serve. So per serve, oh, it is just 30 mils, which is like having like a couple of splashes, but 1.1 grams. The higher the fat percentages in the milk, the less you need. So you can actually get way more bang for your buck using that than something like that. My favorite section of the grocery store is normally this, like the healthy section, the gluten-free and organic section, because here is where you can find really keto-friendly products. When looking for pastas, you want to make sure that you don't just fall for what they say on the front of the packet, that it's like low carb, because it might not be low enough carb to fit into a keto diet if you're following strict keto. See, that is still really high in carbs, 70.9 grams per serve, whereas one of these cognac noodles, these are 0 grams of carbs. So although they look super healthy on the front, just make sure that you're always checking on the back just to make sure that it fits, because it might still be a bit too high in carbs. See, even this one, 18.2 grams, that's like your entire day of carbs. We're back home, successful shopping trip. Managed to wrangle Dave away from some very non-keto items, you know.
I get confused. Is it keto?
I hope that helped you guys with just some tips on how to identify keto-friendly products when you're out and about. Honestly, they're hiding everywhere. So don't be afraid to take your time, have a look at the nutritional information, flip it over, compare products and see side by side. Also, have a look and see per 100 grams, like which item is best, because excuse me, big yawn, because that also might be an easier way for you to quickly identify and see which items fit easier into your keto lifestyle. And at the end of the day, don't stress it either. Just make the best choice you can, the best choice for you that makes you feel good, that fits your budget, and just, yeah, don't spend too much time stressing about it unnecessarily. I hope this video was helpful and that you enjoyed it, and that now you've got some tips and tricks on how to find items to figure out, is this keto? Now you know, and you can answer that question for yourself. If you liked this video and it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe, because I upload new videos every single week sharing keto recipes and my journey following a healthy keto lifestyle. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
See ya.
Bye.